happening in the school? Are teachers on time? Everything you observe in the school. Then you will know whether school is in place or no. Is there anything happening in the school or no? Is it everything right or wrong? Everything you will know. Then you will know timetable. Is there principal timetable? Is there teacher timetable? Class timetable? All are there or not? By seeing them, you know what kind of timetables it is. Like that, every subject it is practically oriented and reflected in the school. So if you thoroughly enjoy the school when you go for internship, connect them to the theory the teachers are teaching you here. Some of your great grand seniors will tell you, don't go to college. Don't go to college. No need to go to college. Just go to internship and finish your job. Come to college. Read foundations. All foundations will give you a lot of strength. You will become a strong, teacher with great amount of perspective. Why philosophy you should study? Why psychology you should study? Why sociology you should study? There is meaning inside. It's not that we are teaching just because we have to teach. There is sense in it. All foundation courses have some sense in it. All EPC means enhancing professional capacities. Enhancing professional capacities. You are all professional teachers, grooming here with lot of expertise in each and every area. When you go to the classroom, today we are talking about child-centric pedagogies. You have to engage the children, involve the children, make the children to participate in the classroom activities. Unless and until you know what is the psychology of the child, what is the psychology of teaching, what is the psychology of learning, what is the psychology of persona, what is the psychology of development, you cannot handle a child in the classroom appropriately, isn't it? You are dealing with adolescent children. What is the adolescent psychology? How do they groom? What kind of developmental issues are there? What kind of problems and bottlenecks children encounter? What kind of growth will be there in them? How do they groom? What is their personality? How do they learn? What are the learning principles? Isn't it? What are the teaching strategies? Unless and until you have insights into these psychological dimensions, you cannot address the child in the classroom or do justice to your teaching. Isn't it? It is not reading a Nilkamal book or some waste guide and writing exam, getting a degree. All of you will get degree. I am assuring all of you, you all will qualify in BA, you will get a degree. That is not enough. You should get a degree. You should get a degree where you should see the degree and feel this is my degree. I really accomplished to possess this degree. That feeling you should get from your heart within. I really, have authority to say that I am a teacher graduate. I am going to become a teacher. This feeling from heart should come out bubbling enthusiasm. You should feel that I want to go and teach in the school. That passion should come for teaching, isn't it? Passion should come from the heart zone. And mentally you should be mature enough to address the students. So psychology then. Why philosophy? People will feel very bored in the classroom. Most of the teachers also feel fearful about philosophy, and many have labeled this subject as abstract subject. Okay, perspectives of philosophy. What is a perspective? Basically, let us understand where from this perspective came. I say philosophy itself is a perspective. Some classes must have happened, isn't it? In paper one, some teachers must have taught you what is conservative philosophy and then progressive philosophy, this philosophy, that philosophy. They may be teaching idealism, naturalism, pragmatism, thisism, thatism. They are talking something. You feel everything nonsense, something happening. I don't understand. The root for all these ideologies is like if I ask each one of you in this room, what is your view about teacher education? Suppose if I ask a question, what is your view about teacher education? Will I get same answer? No. How many answers I get? As many number of people available in this room, so many number of views I get. Similarly, there are so many philosophers, very great people who have wisdom. What is philosophy meaning? Definition of philosophy? know thoroughly what is love of wisdom. But did you understand what is the meaning of love of wisdom? What is wisdom? Are we wise people? At least I don't think I am wise. You think you are all wise people? When can you claim you are wise? When can you claim you are wise person? Anybody know? You know the difference between data, information, knowledge, wisdom. In the hierarchy when you place, data is at the bottom. This is data I have now. What is the data I have? Your admission list I have on hand. This is the data I have. What do I know from this data? Can I know anything from this slip? I don't know. But I can have some information from this. How many girls are there? How many boys are there? Something I can take out the information. Still, I am not having knowledge about this group. When can I have knowledge? If I understand, suppose, what is the purpose, why they have come, where they are, what is their age group, what is their background, so much of work I have to do and understand all of you. Understand? All of you, what socio-economic background you have come, why you have come, are you really in need of an employment, are you here for the passion to teach, or you just wanted to enjoy teaching, something like that. So many things I can find out from this information that I have on hand. That's all knowledge where you have understanding about that information that is there. Now apply this. I should be able to apply. Yes, I found some 10 students said, I have passion for teaching. I did not come here to get employment. Some two people must have said, I wanted to establish a very ideal Gurukul, which is going to be on par with government Gurukulas. I have my own land, I have enough money. I can start a free Gurukul for people who need, education, who have no money. So I have developed lots of wisdom from this group of students where I can apply this knowledge of you to invite you to a group where you can open your school, help you out, and pick up some of you who have passion to put you in an NGO. So I am applying the knowledge that I got from your group for the real, practical, relevant, contextual purpose. Right? Right purpose, right in a right place, right context, by the right person, for the right purpose is the wisdom. Okay, you know nuclear power. You have the knowledge about nuclear power, isn't it? That is the knowledge. Where should you use this nuclear power? Mostly they are using for what? War they are using, right? Is it construction or destruction? Destruction. They are also using for generating power. Is it construction or destruction? How should we use the knowledge? For a constructive purpose, not for destructive purpose. So then it is called wisdom. Then it is called wisdom. Okay, knowledge is with all of us. Okay, knowledge is with all of us. Information is there everywhere. Internet, you have hell of information. Library, hell of information. So a lot of information available. But how do we convert into knowledge? How do we convert into wisdom? So you are the people with love of philosophy, love of wisdom. See why we are taught philosophy? We are called as teachers, as your teachers will give you a big rhyme. Teacher is a philosopher, guide, friend, whatnot, mentor, and father, God, mother, everything they give you. So you will just write in the exam, teacher is a philosopher, guide, mentor. Who is that philosopher fellow? Where is he? It is you. With the wisdom, if you work, then you are a philosopher. Otherwise, don't claim you are a philosopher. You are a guide. Don't claim because you are not guiding anybody. You are just teaching, vomiting in the class, going away. Don't vomit and go away. Please commit yourself to the classroom. Commit yourself to the classroom teaching. Create wonders in the classroom. Every day there should be a nuclear bomb like explosion of knowledge, explosion of ideas, innovations, creativity, whatnot. Wonders should happen in the classroom every day. Students should wait for your class when this teacher will come. When you leave from that internship, they should cry. They should cry for you. This teacher would have been with us for another 1 year. That should be the dent you should create in the minds and hearts of the young minds who are there. When you become a regular teacher also, you should create that kind of an environment where they should love to come and sit in your classroom. and wanted to learn from you all the time. Your guidance, your engagement, they should love and enjoy. Make it such a wonderful classroom. So you need pedagogical skills, parallelly you need what is philosophy is talking about all. They have given you, as I asked you a question, the number of people available here, you will have number of opinions. Similarly, there are so many great philosophers who have extreme knowledge with them. They wanted to give you some wisdom from their knowledge. So they all have become great philosophers with their own perspective. They are telling you teach like this. Idealism said teach like this. Naturalism said teach like this. Pragmatism said teach like this. Then how do we teach? You are in a confusion. Is pragmatism good? Is naturalism is good? Idealism is good? Whatism is good? What is it good? Whichism is good? Tell me. Not good in their place. That's why I always tell my students philosophy is interpretation. Philosophy is interpretation. The way you interpret anything, classroom, teacher, student, teaching learning process, engagement, anything, you can do the way you like, right? Though you read philosophies, but you as a teacher, when you go to the classroom, you are totally different person. Everybody, you give the same topic, same one paragraph concept. You go and observe when they teach. Each one teach in a different way. Why? Each person is different. Their thinking is different. Their ideas are different. Isn't it? So you have your own identity. Similarly, you learn all the philosophies. Know about all the philosophies, but use them. That's why I said wisdom. Use them in the context suitable to the topic, to the concept, to the student, to the environment, to the context. Wherever you have gone to a model school, you have gone to a KV school, you have gone to a government, public school, you have gone to some private school. Where are you? Depending upon your place where you are, you think what kind of methodology, what kind of philosophy would be relevant. Then you are coming out with a combination of different schools of thought, and we call it as eclectic philosophy. You are not taught about this. Eclectic means a combination of different philosophies. You are giving them eclectic philosophy, not any one philosophy. See, when you use a project method, activity method, experimental method, it is more of pragmatism. When you use field experience, nature study, it will become naturalism. When you teach a very inspiring lecture in the classroom, motivate them to read those high level, voluminous, great inspiring stories, books, and literature, then it is identity class. Lecture method, that's discussion method. You have these courses, having your critical thinking, analytical thinking, contributing something, it's all, identity. Like that you can see. See, we are using all the schools of philosophy. It's not that we are not using. We are using all the schools of thought in the classroom, but relevantly, contextually suitable methodologies we are using. Methods have originated from philosophies. They have not come from pedagogy. Pedagogy have taken the roots from the philosophies. Whatever pedagogies they are teaching, they are rooted from the philosophies. They have given you what to do. Then psychology made you to understand the child. Sociology made you to understand to whom are you teaching, from which society they are, from what environment they have come from. You study about casteism, you study about social change, you study about modernization, you study about so many things. You study about constitution, you study about child rights, isn't it? Human rights, values, NCT documents say about the commitments of the teacher. All these topics, what you learn in your philosophy, sociology, they are all tuning you towards understanding the classroom, context, society, environment, why we need to change, why there is a change. See, all of us struggle to understand. My upper generation think we are not really the way they wanted us to be. We think our children are not like what we wanted to be. You will think the same thing tomorrow. Your children are not like what you are expecting them to be. Why we are not changed? Why there is a generation gap? Because right? There is a change in the society. There is a change in the knowledge. There is a change everywhere. Explosion of knowledge, explosion of values, explosion of aspirations, explosion of technologies. Everywhere there is rapid change happening. Then we have to raise to the changing needs and abreast ourselves, reach out to the levels where the society is there. So you need to know sociology, you need to know psychology, you need to know philosophy. Isn't it? Are they important or not? But you think they are not important only for say examination, vomit, finish. Read them with insights, read them with deep thinking. What did this Piaget said? Why did this Piaget said? Is this right in the class now? Experiment. Conduct some nice case studies in the school. Do some action research in the school. They will talk to you in fourth semester, starting from second semester when you go to school. Look for children and how are they learning. Anybody is behind, anybody is doing excellently, anybody is different kind of a child in the classroom. Observe. Take up some case studies. Conduct some action research. Okay. Create some new strategies to teach children. This is all innovation you can do. Write down documents, write articles in the newspaper, in magazines. Okay? If you don't send anywhere, write and keep in your notebook. Tomorrow you will find a chance to publish them. I will help you to publish. Okay? Your sir is there. You write your ideas, he will help you to publish. Okay, so like that, your thought should be very much high. You should not remain just like a normal, mediocre student, coming, going, learning, writing exam, getting a degree, getting a teacher job. Finish. What is the difference that we are on par with anybody else? There are hundreds, thousands of people like us. What is that I am different from others? Did I make a difference in the society? Did I make a contribution to the society in any way? Do anybody look for my suggestions? Anybody value my words? Okay? Did I make a change in somebody's life? See, this is the group which come to us. We have to create a dent. What is dent? I'll tell you a small story. You all must have read in Hindi books. Hindi book, I read it when my son was in 4th or 6th standard in KV Vidyalaya. This is about one boy who goes to school in a Gurukul. For 14 years he studies there and he doesn't learn anything. Guru got fed up with the boy's attitude. He said, "My dear, I'm very sorry. I'm unable to teach you and groom you. I cannot keep you anymore because 14 years over. Already Gurukul time is over. I cannot teach you. I think I cannot teach you. It is not possible for me to teach you. Please go away. Take all your bag and baggage, go home." Then the boy will be very sad to go home without any learning. He did not learn anything. Definitely the Guru will give the feedback to parents that he has not learned anything. He was very sad. That day he realized, I did not learn anything. He packs up and goes. On the way he feels thirsty. He stops at a well. Those days wells used to be there. Now no wells, only bore wells. So the well was there. There will be a small stone at the well to keep the pot. Right? So he was just pulling out the water from the well. He happened to see the stone where there is a. What did you see on the stone? Anybody saw the well? This batch? No. You must have not seen wells also. You have seen? Okay, will be a stone. On the stone there will be a depression, like the base of the pot or whatever binda, whatever you keep there. The base of that, after so long you keep and remove, stone also melts and takes the shape of that bottom of the vessel. You agree with me? Yes. He observes that. Suddenly there will be a repentance in his mind and heart. He thinks, when a stone can melt and change, why I did not change so long? Immediately he will have tears in his eyes. He gets the realization at that point of life, 14 years. You must have learned Chinnaisuri's story, who is the person who wrote what? Huh? Em rasaru Chinnaisuri? Balagakanam rasaru. Chinnaisuri is a great poet, right? He is the person till 16th year he did not learn. You must have heard about it, no? His father's friend, when he comes home, he was explaining this boy won't study. He is like a Tulasi Vanamlo Ganjai. He correlated him like that, his father or grandfather, whoever. Then this boy feels very bad. What is that? He is ashamed to meet with such a bad word. Am I like that? He realized at that particular point of time. Can you imagine from 16th year he started grooming into such a great scholar? So this boy realized and immediately took his packet back, went back to Gurukul and then promised to Guru, I will learn. I told in the morning language. Beginning of my lecture, I said the language. He don't want to learn all through. He did not learn. Now he wanted to learn. He went back to learn. Within no time, he picked up all that 14 years study. Within no time, because once you have that feeling, gut feeling of doing something, you can do it. Nobody can stop you. You should have that gut feeling and inspiration to do something different, make some difference, and create some dent in the people's heart and mind and in the society. You can transform, isn't it? There is also called transformative pedagogy. I don't want to enter into all those pedagogies. Transformative pedagogy, child-centered pedagogy, constructivist pedagogy. Take anything, there are thousands, millions of strategies available for us. It's we who have to choose a relevant pedagogy and use them. Now, I made some sense to you. So many subjects are there. You have counseling guidance, you have practical ethics, you have environmental education, you have whatnot, contemporary education in India. These all will help you. Contemporary education will tell you whole historical perspective about education. You will learn many things. What happened in the pre-British period, post-British period, pre-independent, post-independent, contemporary times. What are the new policies that are coming up? What are the old policies that were in place? Why education system was like that? Why is it now like this? All this to understand, you need to know about the history of education, contemporary, aspects in education. All these things you should learn. So I don't want to enter into all the syllabus your teachers will take care of. So this you need to know. Why? Because you are becoming teachers. Somebody will ask you, what was there in Gurukul system? They expect you as a teacher should tell them, I want to establish a Gurukul. Can you guide me because you are a teacher? Can you guide them? Because you never read it. You have left it as an option in the syllabus because it was not available in the books clearly, but you never read it, understood it. Then you will say, I don't know. They will think, what is this fellow is doing? Somebody will come with curiosity and ask, what is happening in the new education policy? You will say, I don't know, it is not in the syllabus. So I tell to all my faculty here present, please arrange one day a discussion on National Education Policy 2020. You don't need any expert like some of us coming and talking to them. I will give you a tip. There are 66 pages. There are 66 students here. Give one page to each one of them. Can you read one page? 66 pages is difficult. Each one of you read one page, make a concept map. What did you read? Just present. Okay? So, all of you read in 1 hour, one page, digest it, assimilate it, come and speak here. I tell you in 3 hours, the whole NEP 2020 policy you will understand. You don't need anybody like me to tell you. Then you call for one expert to talk to you. Then thoroughly you will enjoy the lecture and you will ask 100 questions to them, they will run away from you. Because they can't answer all your questions. Isn't it? They run away from you. So NEP 2020, why not I know? Though it is not in the syllabi, but definitely tomorrow in your DSC they will ask you questions, I tell you. At least 5 questions they will ask you, you will be failing in 5 questions. Read now one page, get the benefit of 66 pages from your friends. In 3 hours you can finish this session. All of you will be thoroughly knowing about what is NEP. I don't need to talk to you. There are so many videos available on YouTube. Listen to them. If at all you are interested, listen to them. You will learn. Why I am telling so many times about NEP? Because this is going to be the future reality. You are going to be there. So this is how you can look at the perspectives, you can look at the pedagogy, sir will touch upon them. There are EPCs you have, We have one self-development in. There is one on reflective reading, there is one on ICT integration, one on art and craft integration in the teaching learning process. See, today all of us are techno studies because of pandemic. Hopefully you were in graduate studies at that time. All your teachers must have given you online courses and classes. Some of you must have done a very smart job by muting them, not listening to them. Some of you must have been very sincere, listening all through, understood, clarified doubts, and did all the work that they have given, assignment or whatever activity. I know both categories will be there. Core disciplinary studies students will be there. Core extreme interdisciplinary students will be there. So we can't say, it's all up to you. If you make an effort, you learn. If you don't make an effort, you will never learn. It's only benefit to you if you learn. It's only not benefiting if you don't learn. Nobody will have a benefit or no benefit if you learn or don't learn. Isn't it? What will happen to your teacher? Nothing will happen. Isn't it? What will happen to you? It will happen. Okay. Whatever you want, it will happen. So you mute and sleep, you will not learn. Mute and listen, you will learn. That's it. So you know what you did. I don't need to ask you what you did. Right? Whatever you did, with that you are here. Right? So why I am telling all these things? Because you are already adapted to the technology. It's easy to integrate technology in teaching for you. Right?